Welcome back to the Everything One Piece show, that little segment on my channel where I talk about One Piece topics off the dome, man. Don't forget to subscribe and you mess with my content. Well, anyway, at the beginning of today's video, man, I want to talk about the most skilled devil fruit user. Like, usually in the fan base, they talk about the strongest devil fruits. Or devil fruits, they just focus on power, raw power, all that stuff. But in today's video, man, at least at the beginning of the video, I want to talk about the most skilled devil fruit users, man. So, like, when it comes to the most skilled devil fruit users, like, names like Luffy, Law, even Kid come to mind. Like, so for Luffy, man, I want to talk about Luffy first, man, because I feel as though he's probably the most skilled devil fruit user in the story, in my opinion. Because, like, a lot of people, like, when it was first revealed, when it was real that Luffy's devil fruit is actually the Nika fruit, the mythical Zoan, which belongs to the sun god. They'll be like, oh my god, oh, they gave Luffy an overpowered fruit. The story is over, man. Luffy can warp reality. Like, it's true that Luffy can warp reality. He can do all this stuff, but he's limited by his imagination, his creativity, and basically his hockey that he's using with his devil fruit. I feel as though the Nika fruit is a devil fruit that mainly involves skills. Like, we forget the beginning of the series or in Luffy's childhood, like, Luffy's devil fruit was not overpowered. This man basically had to train his entire life pretty much to create all those devil fruit attacks that he has in the story right now. And, like, over the course of the story, he had to improve the move set, all his moves. Like, at the beginning of the story, people forget Gear 1, Gear 2, Gear 3, Gear 4 did not exist. You wanna know how they exist now? Because Luffy created those gears. And people forget Gear 5 is mainly, not Gear 5, but Gear 4 is powered by his hockey. So basically, he's most skilled because, like, the strongness of the devil fruit is an extension of himself, really. It's an extension of his hockey, of his creativity and his imagination. That's why I feel like Luffy's the most skilled devil fruit, or one of the most skilled devil fruit users. And another skilled devil fruit user, in my opinion, is Trafalgar D. Law. Like, everybody, like, saying that Law's op fruit is OP. Like, it's a good power, but the true ability comes from his Law's skill as a doctor. Like, most of the things he does with his devil fruit, he knows how to do because his technical know-how with, like, being a doctor. And, like, we forget, this mainly just being a doctor, he know how to, like, he's a surgeon of death. He knows how to, like, emancipate things. He knows how to, like, switch things. I feel like that's a main skill he gets from his devil fruit. Another skilled devil fruit user, in my opinion, is not Trafalgar. I just said him, but Eustace Captain Kidd. I feel as though magnetism, people forget, like, magnetism could be strong, but I feel as though it mainly comes from the user. Because, like, Kid has to, like, grab all this metal. He has to be skilled at grabbing all this metal and then basically transmuting all this metal into basically things he can use as weapons. And it takes a lot of skill and know how to hold that type of power. Like, that's why I feel like, man, like, that's the most skilled. Like, there's probably some other people. Like, I know Betty's devil fruit is basically, like, her devil fruit is good at getting people riled up. So it, like, has to do on her part, like, the energy from her, like, leaking it to other people so you get stronger. That's another devil fruit, I believe, that requires a lot of skill and know-how. Like, another devil fruit that I can think of, like, that requires a lot of skill and know-how is basically, what is like, those are only devil fruits I can think of all the dough that I know requires a lot of skill. So Law, Kid, and Luffy, man, like, they say Luffy devil fruit power is OP, man, but it's not, man. Luffy is OP. His skill set that he brings to the devil fruit is OP. A lot of people forget that. Gear 5, man. Gear 5, man, when the transformation first came out, man, a lot of people in the community was going crazy, man. It was like, Luffy's power is OP and this and that, man, but, like, today, like, I just want to talk about, like why I like Luffy's Gear 5 and, like, the beauty of it. Like, I feel as though a lot of anime and manga, like, there's, like, a lot of transformations have a lot of edginess and seriousness towards it. It usually, at least in most show that I've seen, the top show that I've seen, like, they unlock their form because someone died and they got angry and stuff like that. And they just unlock this new power. Like this power was unlocked, man. And then Luffy just like it wasn't because somebody died, man. And like it didn't have all the edginess to it, man. It had like the whole goal of Gear 5 was that Luffy was having fun, smiling, laughing, man. Like the enemy is so serious while Luffy's just being himself, man. Like I think that's the beauty. That's why I love so much about Gear 5, man. Like Luffy, man, only showing this man in life and death situations, man. And he's having a good time, man. He's not even like I wouldn't say he's not serious, man, but his manners is not serious. While the opponents is like super serious. And like he just having fun being a goofball, man. And then like this being himself, man. I feel as though there's beauty in that, man. Like life and death situations, man. You just smiling and stuff. Like people got like had a lot of problems with Luffy smiling, laughing at Gear 5, but like up before he transformed into Gear 5, like him and Kaido had a lot of moments, man, where they were just smiling and laughing and enjoying the fight, man. Like they saying like, oh, this just gonna mess up the story, man. Like it's beauty in a life or death fight. Niggas giving it all, man. And then basically they start laughing and smiling, having a good time, bro. Not being like serious with their antics, man. Like that's what I like about Gear 5, man. It brings beauty to like life and death situations. That's why I love Gear 5. Well, anyway, man, that's it for today's segment of Everything One Piece, man. Don't forget to subscribe and mess with my content. Well, anyway, Fearless Joy out. Deuces till next time.